Hello everyone, it is Taylor with the Crack Corner for this week's version of Waxy Wednesday. It is Jungle Juice. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get here. I know that the notifications are kind of laggy when it comes to letting somebody know that someone's live. I honestly don't watch other people's lives. I probably should. I know I watch Ashley's every now and then when I play her Rapid Razzles. Otherwise, I don't ever really watch anyone's lives. I don't know. I'm just not hip to technology or like what's cool these days. I don't know. I know my little sister, she does lives all the time. And like she watches them. And so I don't know. I'm weird. But anyways, we are here for Waxy Wednesday, which if you don't know what Waxy Wednesday is, I'm going to go over it like I do every week. That is, each week a different scent is highlighted. Every product offered in that scent is 20% off. If it's in a sample pack, the whole sample pack is also 20% off. So every week I'm going to say that just in case anybody new watches and you don't know, what it even is. So this week our scent is Jungle Juice. This is actually a new one. Like it's relatively new to my line. So it's kind of weird that it would be on Waxy Wednesday already, but that's okay. I put up a poll in the Crack Corner group, which if you aren't in the group, you should join. It's the Crack Corner Scents on Facebook. So I put up a poll again this week, which I think that's what I'm going to start doing every week and let kind of everybody else decide what the scent is going to be. And this one won by a landslide compared to the others, which was kind of surprising to me because I really thought that brownie batter would be the one, but it wasn't. So maybe it will be next week. But yes, Jungle Juice, kind of surprised that that one won, which this one came out of nowheres. I was making car fragrance, and this was when I first started making them, like making the blends, and my boyfriend asked for one, but he loves everything that's like fruity and not my thing. Like anyone who knows me knows I love bakery scents. So he loves anything that's fruity. And I'm like, well, I have some oils that I've never used before, so let's see what happens. Like they're really fruity and you might like it. So I mixed a bunch of them together and it was awesome. And I'm like, I need to make a melt out of this. Which this one actually, I put in my group a few weeks ago, a few months ago. I can't even remember because all the days they kind of blend together now. But I put in my group asking them for help on the name. And because I didn't really know what to call it. It's very fruity, but it's like mature fruit. And it's like a whole bunch of fruits. So I didn't really know what to call it. So I kind of asked for help. And everybody came out. Overall, there were a bunch of people who, had really awesome names. But I think the ones that stuck are kind of like when you're like a teenager or like, your early 20s and everybody's like partying and doing whatever. And they all start like mixing all these drinks. I don't know. Everybody has like a different name for it. Where I grew up, we called it Jungle Juice. If it was like all your random alcohols with different like, Hawaiian punch or orange juice or whatever, it was Jungle Juice. I know like there was like another one. I want to say it had something to do with like, yeah, there you go. Ashley was part of that. I want to say, what was the one that I know they had like one that was like something about swamp or something. I don't know. It was like some backwoods one to me where I was like, what is this? Coon dog punch. There you go. Where I'm like, that's what they call it down there. Here we call it Jungle Juice, which is really, I don't know. I don't even know where that comes from, but whatever. So Jungle Juice is citrus and cranberry base. So it's super citrus and it's super cranberry. The citrus in this is a blend of mandarin orange. So it's like sweet oranges, lemon, grapefruit. It has notes of peach, red currant, and hints of vanilla just to kind of soften up all those tangy scents. Because cranberry and orange, they're very strong and they're very, I don't want to say hard scents, but like they're not soft at all. So the vanilla is there to kind of soften it up a little bit and make it a little smoother for your senses. I personally think that this is like a mature fruit. Like, how when you think of fruity things, you could get like the the cotton candy or like, you know, the gooey gumdrop, any of that kind of stuff, those come into play. But to me, those are kind of like the fun fruits versus like the more mature fruits, which you'll find like your orange, your cranberry, apple, things like that, where like cotton candy is like, you know, fair food. Like I think of like, you know, little kids and stuff like that. Not that cotton candy is like childish, but you get what I mean. Like there's a difference like between candy and, you know, like adult fruits. So this one I definitely think is more of like a mature fruity scent. It's got a lot of that orange and a lot of that cranberry, so it's very classy. And the orange and the cranberry are definitely the strongest parts. I personally smell the cranberry the most, but I know that you can pick up on that orange too. Everybody's noses are different, which I say that all the time because what I can smell, you might not be able to. And I know a few people have already gotten this one. So if anyone watching has gotten Jungle Juice, feel free to comment what you think about it. You know, what you smell like first, I guess. Is grapefruit adult fruit? Yes, grapefruit is an adult fruit if you ask me. I mean, like as a kid, I would never eat grapefruit. I don't even think as an adult I would eat grapefruit. But I like the way that it smells. It's like that strong, tangy citrus. And to me, that's more of like an adult thing. Kids don't usually like that tangy, citrusy vibe. They're more of like that sweet cotton candy kind of thing, or like gumdrop or any of those kind of things. Yeah, Jolie. Well, Jolie is very grown up for her age. So I'm not surprised that she likes grapefruit. I personally have never, I don't even think I've ate a grapefruit my whole life. I know what they smell like because my mom used to eat them when I was little. But otherwise, I've never ate a grapefruit. I just know what everything smells like. But I don't ever mess with anything. I just mostly eat carbs and carbs. So anyways, yes, I think this is definitely a mature fruit. I think it would pair really, really well with like which these are all kind of new to my line. I think I just released Fire Island Volcano. That one is like it's more of like a tropical kind of fruit. So that's like your, you know, like your mango, that kind of stuff. It would pair great with that because then that brings in all those fruity medleys. Or Fancy Pants fruit, which everybody thinks that's a stupid name, but I love it. Because the fruits are like ridiculous named. If you knew, like they're like, I can't even pronounce them. It's like Yuzu, I don't freaking know, Satsuma. Like there's a whole bunch of weird ones that I don't even know how to say, but they smell amazing together. So I just named it Fancy Pants fruit because there are all these fancy names that are just too classy for me. So it's Fancy Pants fruit. But that one is like a lot of like guava, mango, passion fruit. It's got all those kind of vibes. So I think it would pair really well with that because you're bringing in a bunch of fruits that are similar but different to kind of complement each other. So I think that would be a good one. There's actually, I have a long list, which if you guys didn't know, I literally write everything out before I do these because I'm so forgetful. And I'm definitely less anxious than I used to be, but I'm so forgetful. So I have to write everything out. And this one, I sat here thinking of what you can pair it with. And there are so many. There are so many. So I just wrote like the first couple that came to my mind, which are the Fire Island Volcano, Fancy Pants fruit, which those two they're new. They're pretty new to my line. I think those two actually came out last week or the week before. I have Cranberry Woods, which I don't know if I have that up right now because that was like a fall Christmas time one. But I know at one point I had it for months until it sold out. So I'm not sure if it's listed right now. But Cranberry Woods is an awesome one because it's got that cranberry scent, but it's also got like the woodsy vibe. So like that brings in like your pine, that kind of stuff. I think would pair really great with this, which is going to bring me to any kind of woodsy scent. I think would do phenomenal. If you were to pair Jungle Juice with like a white birch or fresh pine, I know I have Adirondack pine, and then I have blue spruce. There's like a bunch of those woodsy tree types. I think this would do awesome with it. It's gonna kind of complement the woodsy portion of it and like that, you know, strong, more like masculine woodsy vibe, and I think it would do great blended in with that. So this is one that definitely can go with almost anything as long as it's like fruit wise. I mean, you could probably put it with some bakery stuff because it is a lot of cranberry and a lot of orange. So even if you had something that was like a marmalade type of deal, and it's kind of tangy. So if you want to add in like a pink sugar or like orange sugar pop, something like that, just to give it that kind of sweetness, I think it would do great. This actually comes in the 6-pack cube, which these are the ones that I just made recently, like the restock of these. They have like all the neons and, you know, the super cute coloring, if you guys can catch it. It's like orange and yellow, and I think this one has like, I have like a reddish orange, red citrus neon. I love neons right now, and I love doing like the watercolor blending. So anybody who's like, you know, consistently buying from me, they see that lately everything has gotten like all the multicolors and the blending and the neons. Yeah, they're super pretty. They really are. Like, I just love these neons, and I love doing like the watercolor blending. To me, this stuff is like art. So I think that's what makes it so fun for me. Not only am I like creating a scent, but I also get to be artistic. And that's like part of me to my core. So I love it. And right now everything seems to be that weird watercolor, like, you know, vibe. And I love the neons. I don't know who came up with neon powders for me to mix with, but they're a godsend. Hi, Cindy. Yes, so that comes in the 6-pack cube, and right now they're super cute, and I did not put any glitter in these because I was like, I need to stop putting glitter in everything. What if people don't want glitter in everything? Because it's me and I put glitter on everything. So these don't have any glitter this restock round. I don't think they do. I know sometimes I just like sneak it in there and forget I even did it. Like, you know, I'll have like 2 or 3 of them that have some glitter and the rest don't, because I'm like, well, you never know. Like, somebody might want it randomly. So these come in the 6-pack cube. They also come in warming oil. This is not the warming oil for them, but this is just to show you guys kind of the size of them. Right now they're in 1-ounce bottles. Eventually, once they kind of get more popular, I'm going to switch them to the 4-ounce bottles too. And thank you. I saw Cindy, I saw you got your Be Kind shirt recently for your birthday. You gifted yourself. Yes, I love these shirts. They're like, I love everything tie-dye. Anything with color, I'm all over it. And Be Kind is awesome. So I love them. But yes, back to the point. Yeah, so these eventually are going to come in 4-ounce bottles too. I'm just going to wait a little bit until, you know, people get more acclimated with them, because a lot of people aren't really hip to the warming oil thing yet. Kind of like the scoopable thing where they're like, what even is that? So warming oils are awesome because they are liquid. And with a liquid, you have a lot more leeway to add like extra fragrance oils and, you know, make them a lot stronger, and they last longer. So I personally love warming oils. I still have classic melts, but I also love how different they are, and, you know, it gives you a lot more options. That, and you don't have to break anything. These just unscrew and you squeeze a little bit in there and you're good to go. So it's like completely mess free, and I feel like they probably store a lot better than like these, because the size difference is totally, I don't know. And I'm weird. Like, I'm one of those people who has like a bin for everything, because I'm like obsessive compulsive. So I have like a bin for everything, and I'm like crazy about things being organized. So to me, these would store much better. So I personally am a fan of that portion of it. Whereas like these, you know, you can only have so many cubes before it starts taking up a lot of room. And it's me who thinks about those things. So I like, spatially it's incorrect and it bothers me. So to me, the warming oils, definitely a plus because of the bottle portion of it. But also, obviously, it brings good stuff to the table too, because it's stronger and it lasts a little longer. So it comes in the 6-pack cube, the warming oil, and the car fragrance, which I know last week, I want to say, we went over like the car fragrance and blah, blah, and, you know, everybody asked questions, and this is kind of like what one of them looks like. And I was like, let me show you the bottles that they come in too. So they come in these little bottles. I want to say they're 15 milliliters, I want to say. I can never really remember these things off the top of my head, but they come in car fragrance too. So you can get Jungle Juice in a bunch of things. The only thing Jungle Juice isn't in right now is any sample packs and shapes. They don't come in shaped tarts, and they don't come in bars right now either. I'm trying to kind of not do as many things in those things right now because shipping and things like that, it's going to get really warm outside, and those kind of things are like a liability, if you ask me, to where they're not in like a regular container, they're in a bag. And with it getting hotter, especially in the South, which I've been saying this like every week, and I experienced it too when I did my vendor events, some of my stuff, and I'm in New York, some of my stuff started melting in the bags, and I was very depressed because it's kind of like, it's not as pretty as I want it to be. So I'm kind of holding off on doing a chunk of them in shapes or bars, anything like that. And I've already taken the scoopables off of the market, which soon I'm not going to be able to even sell them locally. I think, like, you know, I'll be able to do like little local orders, but when it comes to like any vendor events, anything like that, I think it'll be even too hot for them. They tend to melt at about like 80 degrees is when they start getting a little like sweating. So that's a no-go too. Yeah, so it's kind of, it sucks. But Jungle Juice doesn't come in shapes or bars. There's a whole bunch that do, and I'm trying to phase them out. So when they go out of stock, I might not be bringing a bunch of them back. Just because I don't want them to ship to you guys and be all like mushy and not as nice as they should be. Which today, the orders I sent out today, I started putting ice packs in. Yes, I'm a crazy person and I don't want you guys to get your products and them not be as pretty as they could be. So with how warm it's getting in New York right now, we're in like the 80s where I live. So that will start to get, you know, the outside layer and the edges of your wax is going to start getting soft. So it's not going to look as pretty as it should. So today was the first day that I actually put ice packs in the shipping boxes. Hope that goes well. No, I like double bagged them and everything like that, so they wouldn't be, you know, leaking all over your stuff. But it's still scary, like the first time you send any of these things, because the last thing I want is something to go wrong. But yes, so whoever ordered yesterday, I believe, or today, you have ice packs in your boxes. So you could reuse them or you could throw them out, whatever you want to do. But yes, I believe, oh yep, that's another, I have another note on here. Jungle Juice is going to be in a room spray, which I'm going to start doing. I found a way to like combine room spray and linen spray. So, you know, one bottle you could either spray your sheets with it, you could use it as an air freshener, that kind of thing. There's actually a way to do room spray, linen spray, and body spray, but I feel like that's too many. Like, to me, that's not right. Like, there's something wrong there. So, the way I'm going to do it is room or linen spray. I personally don't use room sprays. I do like in the bathroom, like that kind of thing, especially because like there's two men who live in my house and they smell. I don't really use room spray in like a bedroom, that kind of thing, but everybody is different. I do, on the other hand, use linen spray because I love the whole spray everything and then get in bed and it's like paradise. So I am in the middle of June sometime gonna be launching the room linen spray combo. Eventually I'll have body sprays added, and apparently if I wanted to, there's a way to add it to that bottle, but I'm not doing that because to me it's like kind of weird. Like, it's your skin. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's more sensitive than a sheet, but your body touches, I don't know. Someone interrupt me because I'm rambling. So anyways, in mid-June, I will have a room linen spray combo, and the Jungle Juice will be in that. There's going to be a whole bunch of them that launch in that, so that'll definitely be one because the scent is phenomenal. Like the blend of cranberry and orange. I think like the mandarin orange kind of sweetens it up. So, I mean, it is really awesome. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm not really sure if I want to do it in a roller ball yet because I have those coming out, I want to say the beginning of June. So it's coming up soon. I always forget like the dates because I really have no clue what's going on anymore. I just wing it. So like life is just so busy. But yes, that's coming out the first week of June. So I will have rollerball perfumes for you guys if anyone is interested in them. I don't really think I'm going to do this one in that though because I couldn't imagine somebody wants to smell like, maybe, you know what, you never know. Yeah, I couldn't imagine someone wants to smell like oranges and, you know, cranberries all day, that kind of thing. But some people do. I know cranberry is a good seller when it comes to body care. So you never know. But anyways, if you guys were interested, we have the 6-pack cube, the car fragrance, and the warming oils. As of right now for Jungle Juice. Stay tuned because they will be coming in a linen spray or room spray. Outside of that, I think that is it for me for this week. That's pretty good. It was only like 20 minutes. That's a good one now. Now that I'm getting like more comfortable with it, I feel like they go on forever because I just never stop talking. But I guess I will see you guys next week. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to message me. I have a sunflower. I just saw your comment, Cindy. I have a Sunflower in Bloom is actually the name of the fragrance, and I believe it comes in 6-pack cube, warming oil, car fragrance, and it might be in the floral sampler pack. I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, I wish I could show you guys. I have in like my sample area, I have all these bins with all the different samples in them. For like the different sample packs, and then I have giant bins with all the samples that I give out. Anybody who orders from me knows I send at least one sample in each one of your packages. So, and I try to like match the scent notes. Oh, there you go, for the roll-ons. Yes, there will probably be Sunflower in roll-on because I love that one and it seems to do really well. Consistently, Sunflower sells. So that's another one that I'm gonna add that to like anything that's coming out that's new. And it's me, so I don't believe in like seasonal, classic seasonal things. I hate that so much. So Sunflower is one that'll probably be around all year. As long as I can get the stuff to make it, I'll try to keep it around because that one is an awesome one. It's a really gentle floral. So, I mean, that's good for anybody who is on the fence with florals. Sunflower is a really good one. So that will definitely be in rollerballs. It'll probably be in the linen spray when those come out too. I forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot. But anyways, I think that is it for me. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Sorry, I repeat myself so much. I always forget what I'm talking about. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I will get back to you as quick as I can, answer things as best as I can. And I guess for now, feel free to check out Jungle Juice. It's awesome. It's neon. It's summer. And I guess I will see you guys next week.